Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TZ, and bad news, Marx is out, and we've just got a hint in terms of what other coaches, Jacques and Rassi, are going to be looking to do in terms of plugging that gap. So basically, we've seen a post, which I'm going to put up here, of Leicester Tigers saying cheers to Pollard, which means I think Pollard is going to be coming in and Dweba is not going to be called up. Now, let's talk about the reconfiguration of the team and how the Marx situation shapes up the Springboks team. All right, firstly, basically, Bongi is going to be the first choice from now on going forward, and Dion Fury is probably going to be on the bench. They said number 3 might be from Starton, and looking at the way that they're doing it, I think it's because all besides Bongi so much, but all the other 2 guys are actually good over the ball at the right time, and I think they're trying to cover that gap that Marx is going to be leaving, since he's going to be out for the whole tournament. And it's unfortunate for him. He's been playing very well, and at the moment he's actually probably right there at the top, 1 or 2 in terms of hookers in the world. So how is that going to reconfigure the team? If Bongi starts and Dion is on the substitutes bench, I can see an opening for Vermeulen coming in now. I can see Vermeulen starting because you need that mongrel to actually counter in the rucks, to try and steal the ball or even slow it down. I do not think that they're gonna be Bongi up front and Visse at number 8. That's gonna leave us a little bit open, especially looking at, since we've won the Scottish game, looking at, the likely opposition that we'll get if we do beat Ireland, all right, which is going to be New Zealand in the quarterfinals. And as we all know, New Zealand eats off fast ball. You've got to contest that ruck space, or that ruck time. You have to compete at ruck time. So I would be shocked if they go with Bongi, all right, which they don't have a choice with, and Visa at number 8, and not have somebody to compete on over the ball, because Sia is not really doing that anymore. He's more running off at the wide channels, and he hasn't been doing the job of actually going over the ball, at ruck time. So I don't think they're gonna change Sia's play, so late, in the tournament per se, or in the build up to the tournament, and ask him to do a job that Marx was doing. So my presumption is that it's gonna be Vermeulen at number 8, which is not such a great loss, instead of Visa and Bongi, which means now the bomb squad will also have to change. I think that's where you're gonna see Kwacha come into play. So most probably Visa is not gonna be in the 23. That's my educated guess. So you guys, you can let me know downstairs, what you guys think. Another point is, a lot of people are going to be talking about why they're not calling up Joseph Dweba. Personally, I don't think that they really trust Joseph Dweba. I don't think that he did himself a great service when he was called on for that New Zealand game at Ellis Park, where he was under pressure and he didn't perform. If I recall correctly, he was actually pulled before even half time. Him and Vermeulen were given starts in the game. Vermeulen hadn't played for a while, and Joseph Dweba came in and took over from Marx, and he didn't do much. I think, like I said, I think I've said in another video that I actually like Joseph Dweba. Or I used to like him, before he went overseas, before he went to France. I don't know what the French did there. They fed him too much croissants or something like that. But the guy came back big as a Hulk, big as a Hulk. And he's not as mobile, as he used to be. And he's not that good over the ball, So you're only getting that scrummaging, which is, the scrum itself is not that doing that badly. Now the question is, if Dion Fourie, right, who's going to be number 2 now, is what he brings into the game, right? Can it supersede what Joseph brings into the game? And I think so. Would you lose a lot in the scrum when the other 7 players have been playing so well? If you don't have Joseph Debo there, I don't think so. I think he really let himself down in that New Zealand game. That's when he was meant to show, his mental, and I don't think he did himself justice. So yeah, it's sad for Marx, and it's sad for the coaching staff as well, because that's the last person you wanted to actually get injured. But we've got to move on. Personally, I don't think that if Marx is playing at 90%, right, I think Bongi is around about 80. So for me, it's not a lot to lose out. You just have to reconfigure, like I say, put Vermeulen at number 8 and to counter that ruck space, and then put Bongi up front, So yeah, what do you guys think about it? Sad news for South Africa. First serious injury. We've had needles to Moody, and we've had needles to Jean Klein, and we've had an injury to Estebeth during the Scottish game, but he seems to be on course to be back for the Irish game, so that's not such a biggie. But in terms of Marx going out for the whole the rest of the tournament, that is sad. So what do you guys think? Glad to be back, and another one. Boom, out.